Hello. So today we're going to be doing an oil change on a 2001 Honda Grizzly 600. It's the 4x4. So pretty simple from what I see reading the service manual. What you're going to need is you're going to need a 10mm thin walled socket to get this cover off. That'll give us access to the oil filter housing and the oil filter cover. These are 8mm bolts. Our fill is right here. And then underneath here, from my understanding, this is your drain bolt and this is your oil pump. We're going to see if we can get that out. I'm not sure about that, but if not, we'll just drain the oil from the oil pump. And that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. Shouldn't take us too long. Let's get to it. Get this cover off. This one. This should just come right out. In theory. It's always in theory, right? Get our bolts. Alright, and this is our oil filter housing here. And that's going to be an 8mm. Get our oil pan under there. Filter actually doesn't look too bad. Take that out. I'm just going to throw that in the oil pan. So oil actually looks pretty good. Not too dirty. Inside looks good. There is an O-ring right here. Just want to make sure that's not. It's my first time doing this on this particular bike, so I didn't buy a new O-ring, but this one looks pretty good. So we're just going to leave that one in place. Yeah, give this a good clean out. I don't see any metal or anything in there, so that's good. We have our replacement filter. I typically try to buy OEM parts if I can. You know, you can do whatever you want. If you want to go aftermarket, you know, that's fine. We got our new filter. Put our new filter in. I was hoping it would stay in place, but it's going to be difficult. Get one of the bolts. Now the torque spec on these bolts, when you put them back in, something like 7.3 pounds, foot-pounds. You know, it's not very high. So really all you want to do is just, I'm not going to use the impact to impact it back on. Just going to snug them up with a ratchet. I unfortunately can't find my 3/8 adapter, so I'm having to use 1/2 inch here. That's alright. It's only about 7 pounds, so I don't want to go crazy. It should be tight. Alright, that's that for the filter. Let's go ahead and move to draining the oil. You don't have to if you don't want to. I like to take the fill cap off just to give it, you know, better airflow through the crankcase. You know, that'll help, in my humble opinion, drain the oil a little bit faster. That way we don't lose it. And then I tried getting that drain bolt out. You said it's a 6mm Allen, but it would not budge. So I'm going to go ahead and try to drain this from the oil pump. Let's see what happens here. Sorry, you're on a bucket. I believe it's a 17mm. We gotta be quick because there is a spring in there. So, you know, loosen it up, and then you want to make sure that spring doesn't go flying. That'll be a bad day. Let me see if I can get you down here. So you can see what I'm doing. Let me paint all the way for a second. Can't see all that well from where I'm at. Through here. Oh, we're having technical difficulties. It's not 17mm, it's much larger. It's a 19mm. Make sure you don't lose that spring. Alright, so we're back. I wanted to clean the oil off of my impact. So this is the oil pump. There's a little screen. You're supposed to change that too, but I didn't buy one. Because like I said, this is my first time doing this, so I should have looked at the service manual a little bit more, but that's alright. She's a good old girl. We got our oil drain. We're going to put that back in. I did spray this out with brake clean, so we're going to put that back together. Like I said, I don't know how well. I'm hoping I'm getting a good angle here, but I'm going to go ahead and we're going to clean this up a little bit. Clean those threads out, you know. And you always hand start everything. You know, so make sure you get it pushed in. It's gonna give you some pressure because of that spring. Make sure you hand start everything. You know, if you got to fight with it a little bit, that's all right. What makes it fun, right, guys? All right, we got it in. We'll tighten that down by hand. And then this one is supposed to be tightened to 23 foot-pounds. I'm gonna hand tighten that, and I'll get the ratchet on it. 1 second. Go ahead and tighten this to 23 foot-pounds. I think we got to click there. We did. Double click it just to make sure. Yeah. Give her the old brake clean. Almost had brake clean. I'll have to grab another can. Alright, and then all we have to do is fill it up. The oil change with just the periodic oil change, it's only going to be 2.1 quarts to fill this up. So I have 2 quarts. We'll call it good. But the actual amount is supposed to be 2.1 quarts. I am using Yamaha 1040-40 4T engine oil. This is conventional. This is not synthetic. Whoop. All right. Fill that up. Get my rag here. Back out. Put our fill cap back on. Off a little bit, you know. Put our caps back on here. All right, and then we'll put our cover back on. You know, sometimes we all ride the struggle bus a little bit. That's alright. Part of the job. And make sure our holes are lined up. And we're having a flashlight. Make sure. Alright. Got one there. That's basically just a, you know, let me get this lined up and I'll get back to you. Got them started, and I'm gonna go ahead and tighten them down. You know, again, it's just going into plastic, so you don't want to really crank it on there. Just snug it up, you know, it should be fine. Nothing crazy, just for a plastic cover anyway, so. And that's it. All right. That's the oil change. Go ahead and start it up. You guys hear what it sounds like? There you go. Just let it run for a minute. And then when I come back, I'm going to be doing steering bearing and steering bushings on this bike, which is a 2007 Honda Foreman ES 4x4. So, I'll let you guys know how that goes. I also have to change the oil